The Drum That Wept at Midnight. Before the winds forgot the voices of the ancestors, there was a village called Arowa, lying between two mountains and guarded by the river Ona. The people of Arowa were known for their great drum, Ayamo, carved from the heart of an Iroko tree and covered with the skin of a lion slain by their first king. Ayamo was no ordinary drum. It was the heartbeat of Arowa. It sang when joy filled the air and thundered when danger approached. But one rule bound the people: no one must beat the drum after midnight, for that was when the spirits listened, and they did not like to be disturbed. Generations obeyed this law until Tade, the orphan drummer, was born. He came into the world on a night without moon or rain. His mother died giving him life, and his father, the king's drummer, followed soon after. The boy grew up among the drums, learning their voices before his own. When others played for joy, Tade played for silence. They said the trees bent toward his rhythms, that the wind paused to hear him. Yet, no matter how well he played, he remained invisible, a boy with talent but no name. Tade dreamed that one day Arowa would remember him. The chance came during the Festival of Spirits, when the drums of Arowa spoke as one and dancers lit the night with fire and movement. At the center stood Ayamo, its deep voice guiding the celebration under the hands of old Ajaniko, the king's drummer. The air throbbed with rhythm, and the people cheered as the spirits were honored. When the moon climbed to its highest point, Ajaniko covered the great drum with a white cloth. "Midnight has come," he said. "The drum must rest." The crowd obeyed and slowly dispersed, leaving the square silent. But Tade stayed behind. Watching the sleeping drum, something fierce stirred inside him, a hunger for recognition, a fire too wild for silence. When all lights were out and the stars hid their eyes, Tade crept into the square. The night held its breath. He uncovered Ayamo and touched its cool skin. "I will not wake the spirits," he whispered. "I will make them listen." He struck the first beat, soft and trembling. Then another, steady and sure. The rhythm grew, echoing through the village like distant thunder. His hands danced faster, pouring out years of longing and loneliness. The drum responded with life, its sound deepening until the night itself seemed to pulse. Then it happened. The drum wept. Golden tears formed at its edges, glimmering like honey under moonlight. The music turned mournful, heavy, alive with sorrow. A cold wind swept through the square, and a voice rose, deep and ancient. "Why do you wake the silence, child of sorrow?" Tade froze, his heart pounding. "I only wanted to be heard," he whispered. "No one remembers me. I am the orphan who beats the dust." The voice sighed like the wind through trees. "You beat upon the heart of your ancestors to ask for glory. But every drum remembers its maker, and every song has a price." The tears of the drum turned red. The ground trembled. From the mist before him, a figure emerged, an old man cloaked in shadow, eyes burning faintly like coals. "I am Okambi, spirit of the great drum," the figure said. "Once I gave music to men against the will of the gods, and they bound my soul to this drum, to wake by day, to weep by night. You have broken my rest." Tade fell to his knees. "Forgive me, Spirit Father. I meant no harm." "The harm is done," Okambi replied. "When a man plays for pride, his rhythm feeds the darkness." All around them, whispers rose, countless voices, the ghost of drummers long gone, flickering like candlelight. They circled Tade, murmuring songs of grief. "Every beat you played tonight has stolen a heartbeat from dawn," Okambi said. "When the sun rises, the first life in this village shall fall." Tade's eyes widened. "Then let it be mine," he cried. "Take my breath for theirs. Let me pay the price." The spirit studied him quietly. "Would you give your song for their life?" "I would give my life for their song," Tade answered. The air stilled. Okambi bowed his head. "So be it." The golden tears vanished into the earth, and the spirits dissolved into mist. Ayamo fell silent once more, its skin gleaming faintly as if in gratitude. When dawn came, the villagers found Tade lying beside the great drum, his hands still resting on it, his face peaceful. Around him, the ground shimmered faintly with golden dust, sunlight caught in soil. Old Ajeneko wept openly. The king ordered that Tade be buried beneath Ayemo, saying, "He gave his life to keep our music alive." That night, when the wind swept through Arowa, it carried a new rhythm, soft, steady, like a heartbeat. And for the first time in memory, Ayemo did not weep at midnight. The villagers said the boy's spirit had become part of the drum's silence. His sacrifice had mended the bond between the living and the dead. Yet those who travel through Arowa on moonless nights swear that when the wind stills and the world holds its breath, a faint drumming rises in the dark, not of sorrow, but of remembrance. Because some songs never die. They only change the hands that play them.